So I'd like to talk about carpal tunnel syndrome today because it is such a common problem, and it can be really alleviated quite simply by incorporating stretches on a regular basis to the wrist area and also the shoulder. So in keyboarding, there's some much flexion and low amplitude movement of the fingers. And so what we want to do often is take the hands off the keyboard, make sure that you're in a neutral spinal alignment, so the shoulder girdle is properly lined up. And simply because we're used to too much shortening of the tissue on the front part of the wrist, we're going to do some extension. So you're just going to grab onto the palm of your hand and assist it with the opposite arm to create some wrist extension. And I'm putting quite a bit of pressure on there and also individually through my fingers to create that extension. And then soften. So that's sort of the mobility and stretching aspect. We'd want to do that on both sides. And also, strengthening the extensors of the forearm. And that would mean you just use the opposite hand and give a little pressure against as you go into that wrist extension. You could stabilize your elbow on the chair arm to maintain that nice alignment. But the key is really that you're doing this quite often. So it's a very simple exercise, but if you break up your day into 30 or 40-minute little segments and continue to do this, if you are having some symptoms, it can make a world of difference.